everything's always about the dream. Always about the dream. I was 20 years old. I'd already done 6 years in corporate America. And a guy stopped me in the locker room and asked me, do I know anyone who'd like to make an extra $1,500 a month? He didn't talk about getting rich. He didn't talk about getting wealthy. He didn't talk about freedom. So you don't have to oversell this thing. You know, the average person would love to make an extra $300 to $500 a month. So we're talking about putting millions of people in Karatbars. Now we're talking about 20, 30, 40 million people in Karatbars. We're not talking about everybody become a multi-billionaire. You can, if you want to pay that price. I hear people all the time say, I want to be a billionaire. Well, okay. No problem. I want to be a multi-millionaire. Well, you can. Okay. But it's going to require you cutting off the television. It's going to require you missing some football games, some basketball games. It's going to require some sacrifice on the part that only you know if you're willing to make. So I like keeping it simple. That guy asked me, do I know anybody like to make an extra $1,500 a month? I said, yes, me. I didn't know what he was talking about, and I got excited. I got a little bit excited. I got a twinge of hope. That was 6 years in corporate America. I mean, I'm 20 years old. Had my own home, 4 cars in the driveway, pool in the backyard. My wife was a flight attendant, so I could fly anywhere in the world pretty much for free or for peanuts. Okay, I had all the cars I wanted to drive, didn't buy insurance, didn't put gas in them. The company fed me 5, 6 nights a week. I'm living on a company expense report. I mean, I live a lifestyle people dream about. Wore my shirt and tie to work, my briefcase. I look good, status good, but as far as I was concerned, I was still broke. Not broke compared to my next door neighbor. Not broke compared to the guys in my neighborhood. Just broke compared to people who had some real money. That makes sense? Just broke, like one of my nephews one day asked me, Uncle Tyrone, people in the family say you're rich. I said, well, compared to you, I'm rich. You don't have any money. But compared to Oprah, Uncle Tyrone broke. Okay, so it's a relative term. Money is relative. And money is not to do all to say all. Okay, because when you have some serious health issues going on that money can't solve, you realize how unimportant money is. But I tell you what, I got started. And I'll never forget that first meeting I was sitting there, Mr. Williams, Miss Abram. I'll never forget it. I'm sitting at first meeting on about 200 people in that room. Maybe 180, 200 people. And that guy was talking about homes and cars. He was talking about all these material things you could have. And I'm sitting saying, man, I got 4 cars in the driveway now. I got 2 Lincolns in the driveway, a Ford Mustang and a Grand Marquis. 2 company cars and 2 I own. I was just sitting there, didn't mean anything to me. But all of a sudden he started talking about something that meant something. He said, have you ever thought about being free? Now, as far as I was concerned, I thought I was free. I mean, he talking about the height of ignorance. I thought I was free. He said, ever thought, no, I mean really free. I said, man, I'm free right now. He said, I know that some of you sitting there thinking you're free. He said, if you think you're free, don't show up on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and by Thursday, you'll be free. And when he said that, it hit me. I was not free. He said, freedom is when you throw away the alarm clock and you sleep to the crack of noon. Freedom is when you wake up in the morning and do what you want to do with your life. Freedom is when you go to that golf course on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and play golf when everybody else is at the office. Freedom is when you go fishing on Tuesday, Wednesday. Freedom is when you stroll in the movies with your kid on a Wednesday afternoon and there's nobody in the movie theater but you and your child because everybody else is at work. Freedom is when all the fathers at work and you're the only father at the Little League baseball game with your kid or your grandkids. Man, he started painting that picture for freedom, guys. And I never forget, I sit up in my chair. I said, wait a minute, what's this freedom thing you're talking about? Okay. And it blew my mind. He asked a simple question. What's retirement age? Everybody started yelling out numbers. 65, 75. He said, see how we've been conditioned? Retirement doesn't have anything to do with age. Retirement has everything in the world to do with money. This couple speaking from the stage were 32 years old. He and his wife were both retired. 2 brand new Cadillacs in their driveway, owned their brand new home. And they were both retired at 32 years old. I said, oh my God, I got to get this freedom thing. Okay. And I didn't know. I know how long it's going to take me to get free. Some of you right now today, you don't know how long it's going to take you to get free. You want to be free right now, you can taste it. I see Dante Taylor, he can taste it, man. He can taste it. I can hear it in his voice. He can take that people want, he can taste this freedom thing. They want it. But you're willing to pay the price to get it. When I saw it, I was willing to pay the price. Man, before then, I was I knew every television program that came out. I was a walking TV guide. You could call me and say, what time did the show come on, Tyrone? I didn't have to put out the news, but I could tell you what time it came out. I was a walking TV guide. Okay? I spent the weekend watching football like everybody else. But when I saw freedom, when I saw that freedom thing, when I was sold that dream of freedom, man, I shut it all down. I said, I'm going to freedom. And at 32 years old, I was able to, my wife and I, she was able to walk away from a job she'd been on for 8 years as a flight attendant for U.S. Air. And she walked, yes, we gave up the flying privileges. Yes, we gave the benefits. Yes, we gave up the stock options, gave it all up. Okay, why? So I had a kid, and he didn't even know his mama. He'd come home, and she'd go to reach for him, and he'd run. Because she's flying, and she didn't know him, and he didn't know her. Okay, it was breaking her heart. I said, quit. And she walked away at 32 years old. My son don't even remember. He's 32 right now. He don't ever remember his mother having a job. It took me 8 more years. I didn't retire till I was 40 years old. I'm telling you, I'd do it all over again. It took me 20 to walk into a job you've had for 10 years. 18 years in corporate America and say, I'm out, and never look back. That was July 14th. July 14th. That's tomorrow. That'll be 22 years. Freedom. What it's all about. Back to you, Mr. Williams.
Man, oh man, oh man. Ready for Revolution, family? I'm Brother Eric Ture Muhammad. I want to welcome you to this awesome opportunity where we're introducing you a way to create money, to create wealth, to build a legacy from the safety and the comforts of your own home. I am an independent affiliate of Karatbars International, and I'm a member of Wealth Builders Worldwide. And I'm here sharing with you an opportunity that will literally help you pass the time by which you've been imprisoned. I say imprisoned because you're shackled by the loss of job, loss of work, loss of school, loss from outside activity. You are confined, but truthfully, we want you to look at it as being still enough to see the opportunity we've been trying to share with you since 2011. Sharing the opportunity with you that will help you retire your job. You should never, ever in life have to work for money. Money should always, always work for you. But that's the principle of the rich. That's the principle of the wealthy. And it's a secret they've maintained for years because they allowed us to be like the hamster wheel, just keep running around in this system. Now the system is falling, the hamster wheel is broken. And what is the hamster to do? It's time for you to grow into your reality. You are a child of abundance. There's more air than you can breathe. There's more water than you can swim or drink. There's more land than by which you can literally walk or build upon. You might as well be a part of that abundance. It's your inheritance, and we're going to introduce it to you today. So you're looking for a better way. There's no doubt about it. And I'm telling you, from the safety and the comfort of your homes, you, your spouse, your significant other, everyone from 18 years of age and older can realize it right now in this hour. I'm your brother and friend, Eric Ture Muhammad. I'm a member of Wealth Builders Worldwide, an group of affiliates who are independent affiliates of Karatbars International. And I'm a member of Team Freedom, Team Kafani, and radio host of the Gold is Gold show that plays on Kafani Radio. The gentleman there you see on your left, shake whose hand I'm blessed to shake, is Mr. Tyrone Best. He is the CEO and founder of Wealth Builders Worldwide, a multi-author, a multi-talented individual. He is a free man in America. He's been free for 25 years, has not punched a clock or collected a check from anyone in 25 years. His wife, Miss Valerie Best, co-founder of Wealth Builders Worldwide, hasn't punched a clock in 37 years. In fact, the last time it happened for her, Ronald Reagan was president. You'd be hard pressed if you watch TV today in order for her to know who the president is today. She's a free woman in America, 37 years. Check this out. They have a son. They have 2 sons, 119, 135. Neither one has ever even applied for a job. They were born free. born free of this broken system. And we're going to introduce to you an alternative system so you can free yourself from it too, just as I have. I'm also a follower of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. You see that pictured at the bottom. I'm a member of the Nation of Islam. I write and support the Final Call newspaper as a contributor. And I am the son of Pan-African freedom fighter Stokely Carmichael. That beautiful woman right there that I'm holding on to, that's my ride or die. That's Falami Muhammad, whom I am proud to say I am her husband. I am proud to say that, and also have to admit that she's my sponsor, because like many of you, I didn't see this opportunity right away. I had to be drugged into it. Kicking and screaming I was coming because I only knew one way, and that was the system that was failing me and has failed so many more as of today. But an intervention took place. And that intervention that once I made the decision to go for self, to do something for myself before I was forced to unite with my family and dig our well before we had need of the water. If I had not made that decision, I would not be boasting of the teams I have throughout the world. I have team members throughout the United States, UK, Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, the Philippines. I'm in China, family, India, Pakistan, and it's growing, and it's all growing from my home. So where many of you were forced to be home, I was already a free man. I didn't know what it was like to come out the house. So how did we get here? I introduced you to that magnificent man, Mr. Tyrone Best. And I talked to you about the opportunity that he presents to people in being free. He's an example of what is required to develop the mindset, develop the culture to hold on to a dream. What is your dream? And then when you realize what your dream is, and as you pursue your dream, as you come closer to accomplishing your goals, you will develop bigger dreams. So not only do we ask what the dream is, but we encourage you to dream bigger, and we encourage you to find this treatise, this wonderful book, The Dream Chaser Manifesto, written by Mr. Tyrone Best. We have multiple copies in our household. We read through it like it's our daily news, because every time you comb a page, every time you look through a paragraph or parse a word, you find something new, something valuable, more and more every day. Think about your dream, family. Ben Franklin said we lived until the age of 18 and then we were buried at 65. Well, what in the heck happened between 19 and 65? We just merely existed. We didn't know what it was to live. We didn't know what it was to dream because we were stuck in a role in society. And you have to ask yourself, what is your plan? Now that society has failed us, now that the economy has failed us, now they want to give you a stimulus check. What are you going to do? Pay a stimulus bill? And then what? You're still without a plan. So family, now we have to think about these hard-pressed questions that only you can answer for yourself. I answered them for me. That's why I'm here with you today. Where are you in life right now? Where would you like to be in the future? Because the distance between right now and the future is a decision. And if you continue to do for the next 10 years what you did for the last 10 years, you're sitting at home now. What do you think the next 10 years will bring you? We have a solution for you. Because the truth is we don't have enough time to keep doing what we've been doing. Because if you always do what you've always done, you are guaranteed to always get what you've always got. Check this out. Let's look at this timeline. We've gained a lot inside of America. Some of us gained a great education. Some of us went to school for 21 years, basically. We went through everything from the training we got from pre-K all the way up to grad school. We got all kinds of degrees and all kinds of professions. But check this out. Do you know that 70% of all the degreed professionals are not working within their degree? Do you know that a good 60 to 65% now of all professions that you got degreed in are practically extinct? Because the training model, the educational system had never transitioned to the new demographic, to the technology. All these things, you think it's enough just to have a computer in a classroom. You think it's just enough to have an online training system, but you have to catch up to the time. You have to understand there are other nuances in place, because if you don't, you'll be doing what they call hustling backwards. How many of you got a degree just to have a job? Isn't there more to life? Isn't there more to you? Didn't you go through a plethora of training? Why did you do it? I'm not saying that it wasn't good that what you've done. Specialized fields, everybody needs a doctor, everybody needs an engineer, everybody needs a lawyer. Society needs people and needs workers. But most of us I'm willing to wager almost 95% of us are working backwards. We are hustling backwards because we worked the 40-40-40 plan that has failed us. 40 years of your life, 40 hours a week, and you retire on less than 40% of the income you were earning, and it wasn't enough when you were active. Then you retire dazed and confused. Now, here's the problem, family. Retirement has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with a number, with money. It has to do with money. The average life expectancy in America is, as of 2019, was 81 years old. Life expectancy afterwards is 16 years. You don't earn enough money to save retirement, and you find yourself going back to work because healthcare costs alone are $300,000. What are you going to do? Between the ages of 62 and 65, you're guaranteed doctors, you're guaranteed medicines, you're guaranteed pharmaceuticals, you're guaranteed specialists, you're guaranteed debt, an unbearable debt. How do you make it work? Because you already see over the last few weeks, almost everyone in America has lost something, if not all, of their 401k, their retirement. The biggest trick on the planet, straight up, no chaser, it's proven now. I don't have to gloss it over. You used to get angry with me when I said it was gambling. Now you know, because it's about winners and losers in the world of investment. In the world of Karatbars, we have no such thing. We have no winners or losers. We just win because we learned the secret, and we're going to share that secret with you today. Social Security, folks, fixed income. The reserves are slated to run out by 2034. That's 14 years from now. What are you going to do? Many of you now are taking care of your elders, being those of the baby boomer generation. You have elders living longer today than they did in previous years. So now you, the baby boomer, find yourself taking care of your parents who are still of age, here, thank God. But now you also have children come behind you who did not fit the demographic to earn money with a purchasing power value. So now they're bringing children into the world and they can't survive. So now you're in the middle, taking care of those in front of you, taking care of those behind you. You have to consolidate your home. Everybody's under one roof trying to make ends meet. You take the water bill this week, I'll take the rent next week. You get groceries this week and you take laundry the following week. It's got to be a better way, family, because if we don't find a better way, our retirement, our relief of debt only comes one way. And it's not going back to work. It's not going back to work. Statistics show that if you return to work out of retirement, you are likely to lose 5 years of your life expectancy after retirement. It's a hell of a thing because nobody realized until they retired how expensive it was to keep a job. Well, if you stay with their plan, you can realize a life being debt-free at the end. Is that what you really want? There's a better way, and you don't have to wait to die wondering if you're going to heaven to get it, because somebody is enjoying their heaven while they live. Now, I know the scripture says that the poor will always be amongst us, but I'm here to tell you the poor does not have to be you. You no longer have to be dazed and confused. Think about it. How are you going to have that talk with your new family? Everybody's happy. And now you're talking about what they have to look forward to. Go to school for 12 years, college for 4 more years, then you work until you die. That's not a reality you want for people. You don't want your people looking like this. The system is broken. But we have a better way. We have a better way for you right now. You need to share this stream with everybody that you can, because you can't leave your family debt. And I'm here to tell you that the paper dollar you've been chasing all of your life, that has failed you consistently in and out, on and off, and now you're sitting on your duff right now. But you don't have to wallow in it. You don't have to feel ashamed for what you didn't know. You didn't know what you did not know. But I'm here to inform you that paper cannot save wealth. Paper dollars saved cannot build wealth. You need something in your home that will leverage the income, leverage the reality of your lifestyle. You can't outwork exponential inflation with a linear income. That means incomes are never moving, but inflation is always on the rise. You pay more for products, goods, and services today than ever, and you're paying more now in your home. You might as well find a way to make a greater way and not depend on a system that will break again. You don't have enough time, family, to keep doing the same thing. Warren Buffett, this man lost $28 billion a few weeks ago, and he's still not hurting. There's a reason why. You're going to learn that secret. But he says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will absolutely work until you die. Man, I want to introduce you to my senior partner in Wealth Builders Worldwide, great mentor to me. He's known as the CEO, continuously empowering others. He's a man who worked for this broken system. He was a mortgage banker at Wells Fargo for nearly 15 years. He was over 3 branches. And he discovered that he no longer had to work until he died. He didn't know gold was money. And when he learned, he walked away from that job 103 days. Within 103 days of learning this fact, he was able to retire the entire industry. Now, he's retired his wife, who was a corporate trainer for 20 years. He's retired his children. They're all free in America today. Look how peaceful and content he looks in that picture. Look how resolved he is. Look how relaxed he is. You don't have that kind of relaxation, but you can get it. I have it. He tells us if you don't find out what real money is, you'll work until you die. Now, why does Mr. Dalco say that? Because the definition of money is simple. Anything that's defined as money must be a store of value. It must store your labor. It must be worth as much or more in the future as it is today. The dollar bill can only be worth, on average, 3 to 5 cents worldwide, because it cannot be a store of value. The value found in it is the ink that's printed on. It's paper. It can't store value. So the 4 keys to building wealth, we're going to share it with you today. We're going to help you create residual income. We're going to show you how to accumulate appreciating assets, because an asset is that which is a value instrument that appreciates and grows over time. You can get it at one value or price point today, and it'll be worth so much more tomorrow. Gold right now is swiftly approaching $1,700 an ounce. It's a pure asset. And in Wealth Builders Worldwide, we show you how to accumulate that appreciating asset in small increments where it's affordable. You don't even feel its motion. We help you to achieve leverage and power within your home and help you to realize the life of your dreams. We're going to show you how to outrun, outpace, outwork inflation. Inflation won't even be at your door. And here's the other thing we get to do. We get to utilize the advantages of the tax code in this opportunity. Some people learn this as children.
Oh my gosh.
Where's all your money gone, Daddy?
Taxes. 9, 10, 11. Let me fix my houses.
Bug, it's okay. It's part of the game.
No, it's not.
It
It's not fun.
It's not fun to what?
It's the worst part of the game.
Oh, it's what?
Taxes.
Poor Donnie, poor Donnie. Taxes can take as much as 40% of the income you worked so hard for over the course of your career. But this is something that you may not have factored in. There's tax in everything. You buy food, you're taxed. You go to a restaurant, tax. You buy clothes, tax. You go to games, arenas, clubs, amusement parks, tax. Everything carries a tax. The gas you buy, the metro or transportation cards that you purchase, all these things carry tax. And then on top of it, every day of your career, You're paying money to get money. You're getting paid once a week, maybe twice a week on an average. I'm not twice a week. I wish it was for some people. Twice a month on an average or monthly. Okay. But every day you got to pay so much to get your clothes ready. You got to pay so much to get food for yourself. You got to pay so much for lunch. You got to pay so much for transportation. You got to pay so much for the right uniform. You got to pay so much for the new alter or change at your job. But none of that is factored into the hourly wage or to the salary. So there has to be a better way. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said to us once that taxation without representation is tyranny. Well, if you look at the world right now, you have to know that there's something very significant and relatable about that statement and that current reality that we're living. So what do we do about it? You have to own a business. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he came about with a phenomenal, simple explanation dealing with what's known as the cash flow quadrant. See, because you have to have leverage in order to maintain your peace of mind. Heaven is contentment of mind. You need to have leverage in order for that to be enjoyed. What is freedom? Freedom is having the ability to move in concert with time, location, and finance. Freedom is a luxury. Freedom is a lifestyle. And in order to have it or enjoy it, you, family, need leverage. But you can't have leverage working a job because you're working to produce someone else's leverage. You can't have as much leverage owning a job. Yeah, you can be self-employed, but if you don't turn the key, if you don't open the door, if you don't crank the power, if you don't organize the payroll, if you don't put together the inventory, if you're not open to the public, if you don't promote, advertise, and let people know you're there, well, you're still creating leverage for someone else. But when you get on the other side of heaven, when you get into the system, when you have a system that works for you as opposed to you working for it, now you're cooking with gas. Now you can enjoy up to 95% of the wealth that you desire because you're working a system and you're allowing a system to work for you. We have that system in Wealth Builders Worldwide. We have that system in Karatbars International. It is this system, this culture that we produce as wealth builders that we're introducing you today. So I'm glad you're home. You need to share, because we're about to show you how to make this money. You better look. I know some of you got pen, pencil, and pad. I know some of you depend on your notes, screenshots to your computers, your laptops, your tablets, your phones. But you better get something to write with, because this thing's going to be so overwhelming to you, it's going to spin your head. Because once you reach this side of the quadrant, where you see 95% of the wealth coming back towards you because you've used the leverage of others successfully, I'm talking about legally, I'm talking about morally, I'm talking about ethically. Now you can put this back into yourself and make the money work for you, because this is what owning a business really is. It's having a system that maximizes the B and I quadrants. It's having a system that allows you to go from rich to wealthy to free. We got it right here. This is Karatbars International, family. We're an e-commerce company based in Stuttgart, Germany. Our business is people, but our product is gold. Gold is money. We answer all 4 keys to the issues that we face today. Residual income. You can work it from home right now. Do you realize in a system such as Wealth Builders Worldwide, in a system like Karatbars International, you can poise yourself to earn as much as $2,000 a week or more within 90 to 120 days. In fact, if you're really ready to run like the runners, you can see on an annual $100,000 a year from your home in Karatbars. But there's a way that which that's accomplished, and that's involved embracing a system. So in that system, we show you how to create residual income. We show you how to get the AAAs, the accumulating appreciating assets. We show you how to outrun, outpace, outdistance. Matter of fact, don't even be in the same neighborhood of inflation And we show you how to utilize the advantage of the tax code so you no longer cry like Donnie, or even worse, you work all year just to wait for a refund in the spring to get that brand new, shiny, used car. There's a better way, folks. We were founded in 2011. We're based in Stuttgart, Germany. You see there in the legend, we're just adjacent to the Mercedes-Benz headquarters. Here's our founder, visionary, and CEO, Senator Dr. Harold Constantine Seitz, a well-established economist, two-time author, and he says his mission in Karatbars is to produce the highest quality gold available in the market, make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal, he says, is that Karatbars helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. Well, if you don't understand what the system of debt is, let's tell you the system that we're in case you don't know. I know it's built as a free enterprise system. I know it's built as a capitalist society, but this system that we are currently in is known as poverty. We're in a system of poverty, folks. Poverty is punishment for a crime you did not commit. Poverty is punishment for a crime you did not commit. You're born into something that you keep. Look, you inherited a hamster wheel. Your parents had it. It wasn't their fault. Their parents had it. It wasn't their fault. You inherited today. It was not their fault. And now you're in this hamster wheel, which is broken now, sort of lopsided, you know, trying to maintain the debt of others. How does that produce a wealthy reality for you? It cannot. The promise has failed us. The system has failed us. The logic behind it has failed us because we're in a system of debt. Poverty, folks. Listen, you have a house you're in, but if you don't own it, you have a house note. That's a debt. You have a car that you ride in, but if you don't own it, that's a car note. That is a debt. You have loans you've taken out personal, for business, or for student loans. You sign a promissory note. A note is debt. On the back of your dollar, it says, "In God we trust." Then you flip it around, it shows you that God is debt. It's called the Federal Reserve Note. The serial numbers tracks the amount of debt in the world, but your social security number tracks the movement of the debt in the world. Well, you don't have any of that involved in Karatbars International. Our money is gold. Gold carries no debt, and we don't want your social security number. We don't even care. Alan Greenspan, pardon me, the former CEO of the Federal Reserve, he says, "He who owns gold always has money." Now, how's he going to know this as the chairman of the Federal Reserve and not tell you? Because it's unlawful for them to tell you, even when they know that in the Constitution, the only thing that's determined to be money is gold and silver, yet most of us have none. Gold is a tier 1 asset, folks. Tier 1 means no risk. That's why you can save in gold and not suffer what you might have suffered in a 401k, a Roth, a Co, or retirement fund. Gold has always outperformed currency by more than 6,200%. What we're saying here is, when you stop living in the now and looking for instant gratification, you'll abandon all the trite excuses that have been made not to save in gold. Well, gold was up yesterday, but went down today. It's still worth more than that dollar. It's worth more than that dollar by thousands of dollars at least. Matter of fact, if you had $100,000 worth of gold in 1932, it is now worth over $6 million. We have some in our wallets. What's in your wallet? We talk about price stability because that's what we mean by leverage. With the leverage, family, with the proper leverage, you can have something, you can experience what people experienced in 1920. $645 was gold. A kilogram of gold would have got you that Ford Model T Ford. Today in 2020, your average SUV base sticker price is $40,000. But it's not because it's backed by an asset like gold. It's $40,000 because there's nothing backing it. So because, as I told you earlier, 3 to 5 cents worldwide is the average worth of your dollar bill. So it takes more dollars stacked on top of each other to satisfy the needs and the purchasing power of the seller or manufacturer. So it takes $40,000 worth of paper to get that vehicle, or it could be that same kilogram of gold today, and you get change back. You can get that in our world free of any hindrance. You can get it by just opening your free gold savings account and willing to save something for yourself, build for yourself. This is what inflation has done for us. How many of you have seen the stores empty? How many of you have seen the shelves empty this week, last week? $20 in 1998 might have gotten you a full grocery cart. That dollar looks pretty rich. That $20 bill looks like it has all kind of prestige in it. Look at the arches in it. Look at the fine cotton that is printed on. Look at those columns and look how standard the 20 looks on each corner. Well, it changed in 2005. It got a little lighter. The head got bigger. The 20s got less. Well, not so much less, but they were moved around. But what also got lighter was your basket. Look at that buggy in 2005 for the 20. The system has absolutely crashed to the point now that the $20 so faded, even the cart went away. Inflation is where the prices of goods and services go up and the value of your money decreases. That's a clear illustration, folks. It is gone. So what do we do in our world of wealth builders worldwide? We teach you the #1 millionaire secret. We exchange declining paper dollars into the world's best tier 1 appreciating asset, which is gold. Already told you that tier 1 means no risk. You can't lose with gold because gold carries no debt. As long as you carry gold, guess what you don't carry? See, for every, some of you took physics, right? For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. If you remove yourself from debt, you have an asset. If you get rid of the liability, you have an asset. What happens when you embrace gold? Debt goes away. So now it's about a shift of mindset. A shift of mindset. Because the poor and wealthy have always been made to chase the money, always been made to work for the money. So we do the one thing that keeps the money from coming back to us. We spend. That's a word that we should eliminate from our vocabulary as wealth builders. We need to learn how to circulate. See, what the rich and wealthy understand, when you hold on to the asset and you leverage your community, which is your household, with the asset, it stretches the cash flow in the household, and so therefore it circulates. Circulation is that which leads from a point of origin and returns to the original point of origin. So in circulation, if you learn how to take your money and circulate it, it will come back to you multiplied. But you can't use terminologies like spend and all of that to happen because you're commanding the money to leave you. When you say spend or spent, it's gone. And then in our closing years of careers, when we realize we're coming into our golden years, it's about to go soiled or dirty because we don't have any money, then we start talking about saving. But we should be talking about saving from the time we come from the cradle. From the time we understand that our children understand. We should be teaching these wealth platforms. Legacy building, legacy wealth is where you can enjoy it now while you live. I don't want it in the sky after I die in the sweet by and by. I want it sound on the ground while I'm still around. And clearly someone else wants that and they've mastered it. The rich and wealthy, they save and invest in themselves. And then if it's to go away, what goes away from them is the residual they earn. Where did their residual come from? Overworking the poor and middle class. We're going to show you this business model that allows you to start your own business today and maximize tax benefits. It allows you to acquire the #1 asset, the tier 1 asset of gold, and outpace that demon known as inflation. And combined with your leveraging yourself with gold, we will show you how you can build a referral network to create the residual income. And we do it through our compensation plan. Here we go. There are two keys to our plan, and I've been talking about those two words all day. I've been talking about leverage and exponential growth. This is the combination you need in order to achieve massive wealth, family, because it's the part of the wealth principle. J. Paul Getty is given the credit for this quote. He says, I would rather have, said of him rather, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. That's what corporations have done. That's what your employers have done in the past. They utilize all of your labor instead of their own. Here, you could do it righteously. You could do it morally, ethically, and lawfully. You can utilize the work of others because as other people see this opportunity, you're helping them help themselves. And as a result, you're rewarded. Simple math. Now, here's the disclaimer. The following examples I'm going to show you here, these calculations for illustration purposes only. It's not a guarantee of income. The only thing I can guarantee is that you can make money. What I cannot guarantee is how much, because it's about the size of your dream. Now, we are not financial advisors, and this presentation is not designed to give financial advice. I'm just trying to tell you that you can be wealthy. Let's show you how we do it in the world of Karatbars. Let's start from the savings program. Many of you have signed up for the free gold savings account. Many of you know somebody who needs to get a free gold savings account. So you better share this stream because I'm about to show you the money. Share, share, share. I'm about to show you how to get it. Let's start with the unilevel bonus. The uni means one. Level, wait, even playing field. The unilevel bonus is where if you sponsor at least 5 people, meaning you tell 5 people, all right, how to save gold for yourself and share with others how they can do the same. When you communicate that to them, you can earn up to 6% commission on a monthly basis from everybody doing what you do in this system, which is saving for yourself. You will be compensated monthly through our unilevel compensation plan to infinity. Infinity means forever. I feel like doing my outcast, but I promised my children I wouldn't do that no more. They got upset with me because they felt like I was misrepresenting Andre 3000 and doing my forever ever. At any rate, it grows into infinity. That's number one. Now, let me show you direct commission. See, because everything in the world of Karatbars equals more. So let's say you want to earn more than just a monthly residual income from saving in gold, which you can't really dismiss as something minuscule, because I saved so much in one particular month last year that my entire upcoming month, all the expenses were paid from it just from the savings platform alone. But in direct commission, it gets powerful because some of us don't want to wait for once a month revenue. And truth be told, we're in a time of such uncertainty in the world, we can't afford to wait for it. So we might as well get on board now and stay ahead of it. This is Operation Dig Your Well Before You Need the Water. Let's go. When you acquire any one of our multi-packages, our multi-package business packages, what it does, it puts you in business for yourself in your home. You can earn as you learn. You can earn in the world of Karatbars anything you want, really. It's a matter of what you want. And we're going to show you how it's done because we have generational commissions. Direct commission means if you have a package and you get someone else to acquire a package, you get a 10% commission from that person. But if that person goes down the line and makes it available to somebody else, you get a 3% commission off of that person's work. But wait, if that person goes down the line and he gets it to someone else or she gets it to someone else, man, you get 2% off of that one and you're probably asleep. Well, you're asleep if you're only dealing with one person getting another person, getting another person. Now that's one formula. But suppose you went and got 10 people. This is where leverage and exponential growth comes into play. Because if you sponsor 10, those 10 will go out and sponsor 100. And those 100 will do what those 10 here did for you. And you'll end up getting commissions off of 1,000 people in no time at all. There's a gentleman who, as part of our organization, he went to sleep one night, he and his wife, and they woke up and they had close to 8,000 euros in their account and didn't know how it got there. it successfully arrived through the efforts of others. Don't you want to make the money while you sleep? Y'all like good, wealthy, prominent sources. You heard Mr. Buffett. Unless you find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work till you die. Well, hey, that couple that I just mentioned to you, they were asleep. They found a way and didn't even know they found a way. But when they found out, they've been running ever since. So take a look at this. Here's the dual team bonus. Now, mind you, all this is optional. Okay? But this is where you develop your teams. And let's say your teams get to running now. Well, when they start running and they acquire gold products or business packages, it creates what's known as units. And they're broken up in left and right. That's why they're known as dual, an A team or B team, or left leg or right leg. Okay, so if you have 25 units accumulated on one side and 50 units on the other, doesn't matter which side, but you will gain what's known as DTP. I see Sherry Brown's in there somewhere. DTP stands for, well, dual team payouts is known as DTP. And Sherry Brown says, DTP, baby. I wish I would screech it like that. I wish I could. So dual team payouts, family. Those dual team payouts, they run forever into infinity. And because in Karatbars, there are no levels. So you can go as far as wide in your growth. You can go as far as deep in your growth. You can build exponentially as far and wide as there are people on the planet, and you'll get paid. Because if you possess one of these status packages from the VIP position, you can earn up to 100 US dollars a week. That's 80 euros, or not week, but a payout. Now, the reason why I retracted that 80 euros a week, because man, you can get paid up to 180,000 times a week. So you're really talking about, I don't know. I mean, just from the bronze status package alone, an individual has the potential of earning the math here. Yeah, 1.4 million. It's potential. Illustration purpose. We also have a way where you can achieve the peak of the compensation plan. If you do not have enough to get you a bronze pack, VIP pack, because VIP is the place to be, we have what's known as the 5 and 5 promotion. And how that basically works is you as an affiliate, if you get 5 additional affiliates within the first 5 weeks from acquiring your business package at your package status or higher, and the company will upgrade you to the next highest package status at no cost. They'll Beyonce you, they'll upgrade you. Even from a bronze, you can move up 3 levels, but most people do it from silver and they go 2 levels. So 2 stages up. So you have 2 upgrades that you can earn within the first 5 weeks to the next highest package status at no cost to you. And it puts you at the top of the compensation plan. Look at it this way. I know some of you are hopeful that things sort of balance out and you can work from your stimulus check or you can work from your tax refund. It's a shame that we wait for these measures to come in to save us, but all we do is get that brand new stimulus car or that stimulus bill, or we get some tax refund groceries. Not that these things aren't meaningful. They have their place. But why not make the money work for you? Why wait around till other people beg, borrow, and steal to get it? And then why are we wallowing in that which isn't money? It's already proven it's not money. That's why everything is closed. So if you open your free gold savings account, choose a business package, and set yourself up to save in auto exchange, then start your dual team by sponsoring 2 or more people to do the same, you see all those commission structures. They come right to you. And look, this is exponential growth now, because as you continue to grow, do you know you can see 2,000 plus a month from your home? If you follow this system, you can practically within 90 to 120 days find somewhere 2,000 plus a month, just part-time, just doing it when you feel like it. I just happen to feel like doing this all the time, but there are times where I might just want to sleep, and then I'll just sleep until I get tired of sleeping, and then I'll find something else to do with my time, which might be this again, because it's just that important to see people on an even till in society. The poor will always be amongst us, okay, but it does not have to be you. This is just the beginning, folks. We told you there are no levels in this, and it calculates into infinity. 180,000 dual team payouts per week. Suppose you are getting a payout from 1,024 people. But look, that's just the dual commission. That's just the matching bonus we talked about. That's just the unilevel program we talked about. I didn't tell you anything about this matching bonus. This matching bonus is so fire. Look, do you know if someone in that 1,024 people in your organization, if someone down there, way down there, earned a payout, do you know that you get a 5% matching bonus for it? Because somebody you don't even know got paid? Man, this system is fire, y'all. Check it out. If you have a bronze status, you can go as far as 2 generations deep. Silver 3, gold 5. I like looking at VIP because you know how we get down, right? VIP is the place to be. You have your matching bonus is based on a weekly payout of an earned commission out of cycles somewhere down in your downline. This thing is so fire. Let's say you're a VIP and you have a spouse who's also a VIP. That's 14 generations of matching bonuses in your household. But let's say you have a business, because you can sign up your business in Karatbars. And your wife has a business and she signs up her business in Karatbars. Now you have an explosive 28 generations of matching bonuses. But wait, how many of you have children in the household 18 years of age or older? Or your in-laws or your parents? You see how powerful this can get? By just building an infrastructure of wealth and security, everything will be delivered. You won't go out to buy nothing. And we do it through our multi-packages. This system is so powerful. I don't know how many of you can relate to the stamps. I'm not talking about EBT or food stamps. I'm talking about stamps, the plaid stamps, the green stamps, the S&H stamps, where we used to get these stamps in the mail, or that we were rewarded these stamps and we would put them in booklets. We would put them off in the booklets, and Big Mama and them would catch the booklet and say, okay, take it down to the service merchandise store. And we take it down to that service store or that general store. And when we take it to that store, we could turn that booklet of stamps in and we'll get a free blender, or we'll get a mixer, or we'll get a toaster, or we will get something that we can bring back to the home. Service merchandise used to give away jewelry and stereos. Well, you have that power in Karatbars through gold, because we have what's known as E-points, exclusive points. Every package you acquire allows you to get generational E-points. You also have the opportunity to accumulate enough to earn free cash gold. Let me show you how some of this works with this tool. It is extremely powerful. Now, every package carries E-points, but every package does not carry free gold and matching bonuses, okay? However, the E-points are cumulative and you can upgrade to these things. Look at all the free gold that comes in these packages. Now, this is a reference for illustration. This is generational leverage, okay? So look at this. Just from our VIP alone, you go 7 generations in. That multi-pack 7 earns you matching bonuses in exclusive points and free gold throughout your entire organization. That means that everybody that's in there with you are earning for you. Man, I don't know if you got that. Let's look at it this way. Let's just look at the power of 2. So everybody in this scenario sponsors 2 people, because I don't want the numbers to really overwhelm you, okay? But if you sponsor 2 people, right, you can generate 1,800 points. But if those 2 sponsor 2, and those 2 sponsor 2, and those 2 sponsor 2, and so on, just from the 2 alone, you can see more than 115,000 E-points. And what can you do with those E-points? Well, you can acquire cash gold. You can get gold, family. You can acquire our phone. I contacted many of you about this presentation, and I did it over my K1 Impulse phone. completely unhackable, runs on our own blockchain, and it's the highest encrypted phone on the market, military grade. And I utilize this phone to contact you to let you know about this presentation today. You can also get a WIM computer, which is also unhackable, highly encrypted, the highest encryption grade available. It works along with your phone to keep all of us out of their banks. Our K merchant services and our K exchanges. These are opportunities where you have outlets and vendors who are willing to accept our cash gold, our cryptocurrencies for the goods and products and services that we seek. We have a Carrot Globe community where thousands upon thousands of people are already involved, making their way and making themselves available to you so that you can exchange your Bitcoin, your Ethereum for goods, products, and services through our magnificent K merchant, I got so tongue-tied, K merchant system. You can move that accumulation or point accumulation to our coin exchange, and you can get as much Bitcoin as you want, as much Ethereum as you want. You can get our KBC coin. You know, not from your pockets, but from your profits. Now, here's something else. You don't ever have to worry about being cash strapped again in this opportunity, because the other thing you can do with the e-points, you can redeem them for cash. Man, you have no idea what you've just been exposed to. But let me just tell you, it's defined as more, and the opportunity belongs to you. We have long-term incentives in the world of Karatbars. You see that beautiful leather bag there at the upper right? You see that beautiful rendition of a home at the bottom, the upper left rather, and the bottom right? You can literally advance to the point where Karatbars International will build you a home of your choice anywhere in the world of your choice. And the deed will be in your name and the keys will be in your hand, and all expenses are paid by Karatbars. Those other deals there, if you don't need a home, hey, just accept it in gold. Because you have the option with most of the prizes there. You can accept the bag, the pen, the bracelet, the watch, or you get its value in gold. So this is our payment system for both the weekly and monthly payouts. We get paid on our privately issued MasterCard. MasterCard is the largest provider or vetter of businesses, organizations, governments, nations, people, and corporations. If they say you're good, you get to wear their logo. If they say you're good, you get to wear their logo. Put their name on your card. But if you're partnered with them, they take on the honor of wearing their logo under your brand. So for our cash flow needs, money in and out, we can use this card anywhere in the world, and anywhere we are in the world, you get the value of what you're looking for in the currency of that world. Okay. And the grams of gold, look, for saving, if you stay loyal and save at least 1 gram of gold a month in our free auto exchange program, Team Freedom, Kevin 2X, if you save like that, do you know in month 13 or the following year, you can receive in the upwards of 25 grams of gold a month? If gold was $60 a gram, that's $1,500 of gold a month for you. That's $18,000 a year. And all you did was embrace the 1,024 people or so that you had in that illustration. So here are your Karatbars advantages. It's a 9-year-old company. It's operating in 146 countries. And our product, if it's physically able, is delivered directly to your door via FedEx. We already told you that Karatbars is the #1 client of FedEx. And we are privately partnered with MasterCard. That's the card that is issued on. We have more than 900,000 affiliates now worldwide. And we have a complete support system. You're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. So when you have everything, nothing to lose and everything to gain, by all means, you should try it. Doesn't that make sense to you? Makes plenty of sense to me. It costs you nothing to register. It's free. What's required to register for your free gold savings account? What's required, number one, is the decision. Then when you're ready to get started, you're providing your name, your address, your phone number, an email address. You're creating a username, you're creating a password, and you give your date of birth, and you are officially open for business. There are no mandatory monthly fees or expenses. And once you open your account, you have a complete state-of-the-art, 24 hours, 7-day-a-week operational multi-million-dollar software that operates for you worldwide from your home or wherever you are, on your phone, laptop, desktop, or tablet, at no cost to you. And our product, of course. Already told you, our business is people. We're in the people building business, but our product is 24 karat, 999.9 pure gold. It's London Bullion Marketing Association, LBMA certified gold. This is the greater gold family that nations use to settle debt. America has a bunch of it. China has a bunch of it. Russia has a bunch of it. Nations on the earth have a bunch of gold, but they're not releasing it. But here you are. You can get it 1 gram at a time, one person at a time. It's available to you. So you have a complete wealth building machine at your fingertips, and this is the time by which to get it done. So when you have everything to gain and nothing to lose, by all means, try it. There are 3 types of people after seeing this presentation, and one of the 3, if not all 3, can start today. I might have had you at gold and you're like ready to get started. You probably jumped off and got with the one who introduced you to the opportunity and got busy and got your free gold savings account started. Or you might be one who's extremely excited about the opportunity. I can tell by the amount of people on these streams on the different platforms that you are. Well, you might have some questions. We can answer some of those questions for you. I have a launch party coming up at 5 o'clock, and I will share the link on the same Facebook page for you to find out where you can go at 5 o'clock to see the launch party on how you can launch your business, but you need your gold savings account. And then there's others of you who say, man, it's not for me. I appreciate it. Well, how about positioning? Because if you have nothing to lose and everything to gain, just get your free gold savings account. I know you think you know better. Well, if you can show me something that costs less than free, I'll take it. Otherwise, you need to go ahead and get your free gold savings account and position yourself so when you do become ready, because this broken system will be ready before you, you'll be in place and you'll be able to say, man, I'm glad I listened to that man or woman who introduced this opportunity to me. So get back with the person that shared Karatbars with you and let them know you're ready to get your free gold savings account right now. Visit all our platforms, our webinars, our live meetings, our conferences, our events. Stay plugged into your support team. You are independent, but you are not alone. I want to thank you for this opportunity to share with you. It's been a pleasure. I am your brother and your friend, Brother Eric Ture Muhammad, and I will see all of you at 5 p.m. For those who are interested, I will be posting on my Facebook page the address for the presentation. It's known as a launch party. We're showing you how to not start your business, how to launch your business. So we will see you at 5 p.m. I can't enter anything in the direct messages or the messages on Facebook. So you'll have to look to my page and share everywhere you can to show the coordinates for that launch party. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share with you. And I look forward to seeing you on the other side of money. That's where we are. Peace and power.